Alright. Looks like we're good. Let's see if I get a notification. Speaking of notifications. Okay, I got the noti. We're good. I'm gonna check something. Let me do something real quick. What is that? What the hell? Verizon installed more spam. What was that? Weird. Anyway, what's going on? Peeps, welcome. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna sign back in again. Why? Why does this be happening to me? I don't understand. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. This time we're gonna be checking out the Planet Play Green Game Showcase. I think this is the first one that I've seen. And the Frosty Game Showcase. I'm not sure if I've seen one of those before. But, yes, I'm looking forward to seeing what new stuff they might have to share with us. I do need to contact my landlord here very quickly. Give me a moment. Gotta ask a question. Maybe this too. Oh, this is not. They freaking gave me a new app. So now I'm lost. Let's see. New thing, offer. Yeah. Let's do that. Also send this. Oh, hello. Go. Alright, submit. Okay, we're good, I think. We'll find out. Alright, let's hit it.
Hey everyone, my name's Will Freeman.
And I'm Kira Freeman.
And welcome to Summer Games Fest's first ever Green Game Showcase, brought to you by Planet Play. I've just always loved games my whole life, and obviously I love that they're these immersive worlds, they tell these amazing stories, they take me away and they entertain me. Something else I really love about games, really believe in, is they've got this potential to make a really positive difference to the world we share, and essentially that's what today is all about.
Exactly, and that's why we're so excited to take you through some games today that aren't only delivering great gaming experiences, but also making a positive difference to the planet. So with that in mind, we've got some great game trailers to go through today. So from new releases to established hits, we're going to go through how we can make a real difference through games, and all we have to do is play.
Right, and the Green Game Showcase, I mentioned before, is brought to you by Planet Play. So let's just stop
That's
briefly
pretty cool.
to talk about what Planet Play is.
And probably
who
the
Planet
easiest
Play
way
are.
to get some freaking
Planet
environmental
Play
change
is a
is have
not-for-profit
people do it
gaming
without
platform
knowing.
that helps games generate funds to help address the climate emergency. 100% of the proceeds raised currently go to certified green projects. What that means is going to projects on the ground, making a real practical difference to protecting our planet's future and to improving people's lives for the better.
And we're hoping to raise $150,000 just from today's stream. So no pressure there, Will. So if you want to help even more, there will be some exclusive in-game green items. So why not treat yourself to some of those? You can also share the games with your friends and spread the message of the green gaming movement.
And as you'll see, loads of the games we're going to share with you today are PC games. You can get many of those PC games and loads of more great green games over at planetplay.com. You can also, if you want, go there and just make a direct donation to help our fundraising target for today. And in fact, a few of the game companies whose games we're about to look at have already made donations there. So honestly, just thank you so much. It's given us an amazing head start and it's going to let us make a practical difference.
And while we're saying thank you so much to Summer Games Fest for spotlighting green gaming as part of such a brilliant event. And now, it is time for us to dive into our first category, which is games that are green by design.
So games that are green by design means that the game itself, the content you're playing, or at least a significant part of it, is about green issues. So the first game is Imagine Earth by Serious Brothers. It's a PC city builder that's out now, and it's also a climate crisis simulator. Really interesting, so let's take a look.
Your job as a space colony manager is to establish thriving and profitable colonies on a global scale.
Greetings.
Hi. Welcome to the Andromeda Galaxy. Build cities and their supply networks. Satisfy their hunger for resources.
However, right now I urgently require a shipment of titanium.
Take care of pollution and emissions caused by your expanding cities.
In the research panel, you can research upgrades for your buildings.
With increased climate change, natural disasters are becoming more frequent and severe. Let us use the second chance to change our way of life and to transform the production of energy and goods in a sustainable way. Achieving a balance between growth and sustainability is the final challenge for every civilization. Imagine Earth Limited, building sustainable civilizations.
Wow, what a great start. I want to get home and play that straight away. I guess I grew up with settlement builders, got games like SimCity, Populous, Settlers. And to think about taking a game like that and adding, as you build your settlement, you've got to consider this kind of looming climate crisis and sustainability. It's just such a perfect pairing of kind of the green message and an amazing bit of game design.
Yeah, I love that, that you've got to think about all your different resources and kind of level everything up at the same time, but like Catan, which I love.
And so for the next game, we're going to look at Elwyn Quest of Time by Earthwise Games. It's a web-based card game about thriving with nature.
Card game. That looked freaky.
Lost in a world.
Yo, oh, what? Oh no. I can't say for certain, but this is definitely giving AI.
Is rising, win-win-win's thriving.
Now I'm suspicious of the music because you can make AI music too.
As we win-win the game.
I guess AI music is like a, how does that work? But I hope at the very least, like, these things are actually drawn by a person, and then the art got the artist permission to make a AI animation from it. That's all I can hope for at this point.
Oh, well, I like the look of that actually. With I do love a deck builder. Well, we've played quite a lot of Dominion, haven't we, at home? So and also when it's all automated, you don't have to shuffle the cards yourself.
Yeah, and you don't have to argue about the rules. And yeah, just so interesting. It reminded me of Dominion, Ascension, I guess Hearthstone, Balatro.
So next we've got Longleaf Valley by Trees Please Games. It's an award-winning mobile tree planting merge puzzler.
Trees.
That's obviously the kind of game with a really wide appeal, and that's important. Like, I definitely love a kind of niche, pretentious genre myself.
Once again,
but
Twitch
I also love these
failed you. Dang. I wonder what is up. That's very strange. Because I made sure to stop for a moment and check to see if I got the notification, because I have like a thing set up on my personal Discord server, and it did go through. So I don't know. I wish I could help, because I'm sure there's other people's streams you would like to watch too that you might be missing. I guess moral of the story, just be on Twitch all day, every day, 24/7. What's going on, Dig? Welcome to stream. We're checking out the Play Green Game Showcase. A little bit of a rocky start, I'm not gonna lie. It started with a city builder simulation game. That's fine, you know. That's not a category I've drawn to, but you know, lots of people like it. That's cool. The second one, it was a deck builder, but it seemed like they were using AI, and I just want to hope that like they got an actual human artist to draw the portraits, and then they got permission from the artist to put that art into an AI to animate it. Even though that's still not the best, but that's, I guess, the best outcome. I don't know. I also don't know for sure that it's AI, but it looked not like any human thing I've seen. Yeah, so we're on game 3. We just saw game 3. That one looked alright. It looked like a Bejeweled with trees, or Candy Crush with trees. That's the more recent version of that game.
Games just with this hugely wide appeal, because that gets the green message to more people and the fundraising.
I would hope they wouldn't have said the AI game, especially for the green showcase. AI, like, it takes a lot of resources to make those
Out and About by
terrible
Yaldi.
looking things.
I love this one, a cozy foraging game, and it's going into early access soon, so keep an eye on it, get wish listing.
But I don't know. I'm just gonna. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, we saw this one before. Switching consoles in 2026. Also out and about. You know.
Oh, I love that one. I think I could lose many hours, if not weeks, into that game. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I absolutely loved it. It just gave me a kind of real sense of that wonderful feeling of spending time in the countryside.
So next we're going to look at Hawthorne from Near Studios, which is coming soon to Steam, so get that on your wish list. And there's a Kickstarter out for that now, so let's take a look.
They call it Windmere. This place, nestled in its ancient and unsung valley. together. The animal folks.
Some mice.
Mice from Lundvik. Otters from Otterheim. And owls from High
Speaking
Alley.
of rodents. Well, the last few days I was in LA, I saw a rat.
They've returned.
Well, my friend pointed and screamed at a rat, and then I saw the rat and also
Resettled
screamed.
this valley.
And I think that's the
Feel
first
aware
rat
of
I've
its
seen
shadowed history.
on street level in years, even including New York. I've been
bold,
surprised. Knock on
considered
wood, haven't seen any
explorer.
rats street level. Definitely in the
Never placed
subway,
themselves
but
here.
not street level.
Weather the 4 seasons. And lay claim to the land's bounty. Here, they live and
Oh,
they
they're playing
laugh.
Quidditch. Got weapons.
They forge their own stories. And make memories. I envy them.
What is that?
Perhaps one day we'll earn each other's trust.
Hawthorne. Now,
Oh, I absolutely
Kickstarter.
love that. I mean, I think I'd almost rather live in that world of animals than our world of humans. Like, such a, yeah, you could kind of feel the lore and the storytelling coming off it. Yeah, that game is a place I want to be.
Yeah, exactly. It makes it look like I'm living with all of those animals. It's like it kind of makes you more invested in nature as well, doesn't it?
Next, then, we're going to look at Sky Farm Island by Mesh Minds. It's actually a Roblox game, and it's set in the Garden City of Singapore. Really interesting concept. Let's see what it's about.
Sky Farm Island. Get your green thumbs for it. I wonder if this was made in Roblox. It kind of looks a little like Roblox. Looks a lot like Roblox. I saw that dude. Maybe it was. I'm like, I don't know. I never really got into Roblox like that. So I'm used to like the real blocky looking dudes, like this new iteration of Avatar. It kind of throws me a little. Yeah, on Roblox.
I can so imagine the kids getting into that, because taking those real life, like, educational lessons and putting them into that format, I mean, it's like you're onto a winner, really, aren't you?
Yeah, really powerful stuff. And I guess, yeah, the youth of today are the custodians of our planet's future. So engaging them now through something as popular as Roblox, what a powerful idea. I love it.
And next we've got World Reborn by Wicked Saints, and it's the world's first adventure activism game.
Hey, I'm Jess with Wicked Saint Studios. Our game, World Reborn, is the first game of its kind where fantasy narrative gameplay meets real-life changemakers. Beautiful art and immersive storytelling will reveal where
wait,
your
I remember
unique
this
strengths
one.
lie, and give you small ways to change your reality. We touch any cause you care about, and we're excited to feature real-world quests to save our planet and our grand launch coming soon. But right now, it's out for a limited time, so you have 2 weeks to download the game and play.
I wish you said that last time. I'm not gonna lie to you. Unless, like, last time there was a longer deadline and now it's a shorter deadline, but. Oh my gosh. You know, I keep yawning so much. Literally. So, I told you I was gonna go to the Nintendo store. I did.
Amazing stuff again.
I watched
and,
for
that was actually the
pretty much
last
the whole
of our
time it was
games
out.
that we framed as green by design. Now
From,
we'll
like,
look at a few
11-ish
games
to
that
2.
include green activations. So a green
It was a good,
activation,
nice-
I guess,
nice
is
day out.
something green
Not
in
too hot.
any game that's been designed as a piece of entertainment. So lots of the games we're
Nice
going to
day
see,
for a walk.
they're not necessarily green games by theme, but working with Planet Play, they've added green elements, green fundraising elements. The first of those games is Amazing the Great Ocean by Actrio, a PC and VR undersea adventure game. Let's have a look at the trailer.
Let us. So Subnautica, but not scary. Cosmel? I've been to Cosmel. Do I remember being at Cosmel? No. I think I have a vlog there, so like that's literally, I've said this so many times, that's how I remember some of these places that I've been to. I'll look back and like, do I have any photos, any videos, anything? Like, oh yeah, okay, we did do these things. It all starts to blend together, man. It all starts to blend together. Like, if I've been to Japan
I felt really immersed
multiple times,
in that
I bet it would
straight
start
away.
to blend together
I
a
felt
little
like
bit.
we were under the sea and I was wanting to free the turtles. So next we've got Avakin Life by Lockwood Publishing, and this is a wildly popular mobile life sim. And it's coming soon to Steam, so another one to put on your
No,
wish
that's
list.
not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. No. See, you didn't respond to any other thing I said than that. What's up with that, bitch? Gosh. I'm saying I've been in that general area a few times, not many, a few times. And it's hard to distinguish the areas from each other because you're only there for like a few hours for my family, just like really a couple hours before you get hot and tired and we're like, all right, let's go. So being at a place for only a couple hours, it's hard to distinguish where I was at. If I go to Japan though, I definitely wouldn't just go somewhere for a couple hours and leave. I would definitely be there for an extended period of time because I wanna take it all in. This looks like like Sims, kinda. So what's the green element to this one, though? Oh. Okay. I'm not gonna...
So speaking of growing, soon Avakin Life is coming to Steam. You will experience all of this, the style, the adventures, the community, bigger and better than ever.
What does that have to do with
I'll see you there.
What does this have to do with being green, though? They just look like Sims Vacation.
As a step it up to the streets fan, it was quite exciting to see Brianna Evergan. That just shows the power of celebrity, right, to draw you into a game. So I was intrigued to check that out.
Yeah, and it's just amazing that celebrities can bring just more attention, more engagement with these really important green fundraising efforts with the What Planet Play and the Green Games Showcase is all about. Next, we're going to look at Fishing Clash by 10 Square Games. It's a mobile sports fishing sim, famous for kind of being really popular with real anglers, and made by a team who've been a really long-standing partner and supporter of Planet Play.
Welcome to Fishing Clash. It's the best mobile fishing simulator. From realistic worldwide locations to hundreds of different fish to catch. It's the next best thing to the actual real outdoors activity. And it's in your pocket all the time. So whenever you need to get away, it's there. You can also join a clan and compete in duels, and there are weekly events, so you will never run out of things to do. But it's not just fun, we're also big on environmental awareness. So we try to help spread the word on problems and solutions, because we love fishing, and we want to preserve it for the generations yet to come. Try Fishing Clash for free. Download it now.
What I liked about that was you could see the genuine love for the subject matter, and I guess that's really important because it will pull people in with that love, and that makes them connect with that green messaging all the more. So yeah, like really, really important, valid stuff.
Yeah, so next we've got Klondike Adventure by Visor, and it's a mobile farm simulator set during the gold rush era, which sounds really interesting. Let's have a look.
is this? What is this? Didge. What is this?
I think I have a vlog there, so like that's literally, I've said this so many times, that's how I remember some of these places that I've been to. So I'll look back like, do I have any photos, any videos, anything? Like, oh yeah, okay, we did this. It all starts to go together, man.
Don't worry, Didge. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got you. I got you. Don't worry. Don't worry. I see what game we're playing. That was like, bro, you need to.
Cool, yeah, lovely, and such a tremendous amount of detail squeezed onto every screen of that. That was
You work
really,
on your
really
gift giving.
compelling to me. Like,
That's what that
I
was.
guess the idea of a farm sim in a rural world is really lovely, but in terms of being engrossing, I loved how much detail was on display there. It really felt, again, like a nice place to be.
Yeah, and also alerting you to stuff like, you know, endangered species and stuff, which I think is really important.
Yeah, great, and as simple as that. Play the game, buy the right item, help the planet while you're having fun. Speaking of fun, next we're going to look at Puzzle Adventure by Pixel
now
Federation.
you're starting me.
It's a supernatural
What's
mobile
happening?
mystery game with
Okay,
detective
hold
and
on.
escape
I
room
got
elements,
clips
so loads
too.
going on. Let's see what that actually
I
means.
got clips too. Don't think that I don't. Don't think that I don't. So, do what you need to do, but just know there's consequences. There are consequences to your action.
Oh, yes.
The nerd. I do want to say, I'm like,
Oh, yes.
oh my god. No, you can't. You can't. Especially, you said you're about to go on vacation. You'll be trying to put a working woman down. You can't do
Well,
this.
that one kind of combines two of my
This is
rabbit
technically
holes
my
that I
last
continually
vacation
fall
day.
down, which is like supernatural and true crime. Well, not true crime, but crime and solving mysteries and stuff. All
But
kind
I was
of-
gonna say before all of that, so far I've seen a lot of these showcases pop up and grow and evolve. I don't know how long they've been doing this showcase in particular, but it feels like if the games do have green intention or like features or things that just aren't blatantly obvious, like lessons around being green, taking care of the environment, taking care of the planet, like even, being outside with like the fishing thing, being in nature, I think they gotta be, at least for me, a little bit more explicit with that connection, because like that was like a mind puzzle thing, which I'm like, I guess you're in a cave, is that the connection? Like, I don't know. And then the other one was like Sims, like you're partying, you're in a club, you're with celebrities, and like I didn't see the green connection in that one. The AI thing I don't know if it was AI, but I feel pretty confident that it was. It looked like it. Even like when the trailer first started, it looked very low res, and I was like, what happened? And that happens a lot with like AI stuff, is like it'll come out low res. So hopefully, we still got another half of this showcase to go. But if they want to continue and evolve and are open to criticism, mine would definitely be like, if it's not a game that's like about nature, about like cleaning up the environment, anything like that, that's like explicitly green, then you should say like, this game developer is involved in these green projects, or this game supports like these green initiatives, or like whatever it might be. Because it feels like 20% of the things we've seen have been green, and the other 80 has been questionably green, I guess you could say. I don't know, but that's just, you know, almost halfway through. That's what I've been seeing. It's been a little bit confusing.
Top-down point-and-click adventure. I like the look of that.
Yeah, and I love that. I'm a big fan of the isometric perspective. That kind of little diorama world is so welcoming. And yeah, I just love the idea of being a kind of detective mystery game. Yeah, another one I could rush home and play right now.
So next we've got Massive Warfare by Tiny Bytes.
See, what
this
is
a mobile
let's see what the game
online
was
battle
first.
sim focused on tanks mainly. So let's have a look.
So, what does warfare, what does tanks have to do with the environment other than environmental destruction? Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I don't... And granted, you know, maybe it's hard to find games that are just about nature or, like, taking care of the environment, things like that. Like, I guess to fit a certain kind of criteria. I could see that. But to host a green showcase and then have one of the games be this tank warfare thing, granted, you know, we could let the trailer play out, maybe it'll prove me wrong, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not seeing the connection. Conquer the skies. Yeah, this isn't looking like, unless they're literally like, if your game is outside, it qualifies, like, I don't know. It's not making sense. Maybe the connection is because they keep talking about this Planet Play Battle Pass. Maybe for people that engage in the Battle Pass, like it supports green initiatives or something like that. I felt like the games should have been green in the green showcase. Well, I don't know. I'm confused. I'm generally confused. What was your main criticisms? I was working on only half your comments, but really made me get evidence. Oh my god. What do you... Let's focus on important things, real things. Let's focus on real things. My main criticism with this showcase is I feel like they've shown 20% games that actually have to do with nature or like taking care of the environment, like these quote-unquote green games. And the other 80% has just been like, feels like nothing to do with the environment or taking care of the environment or environmental awareness, like anything like that. And so I was saying, like, you know, yeah, I was like, we'll watch this trailer show play out and maybe they'll have something, but it seems like so far this is literally tank warfare and nothing else. And I'm like, so maybe the connection is like the battle pass within the game. Like if you get the battle pass, you can support Green Games Showcase and their initiative that actually supports green initiatives and taking care of the planet. But if that's the case, I don't know. It just feels weird to call it a Green Games Showcase and then have games that are not about being green. If it's in the Battle Pass, I guess I could kind of see the connection, but compared to how other showcases that I've watched have been run, this is confusing. And maybe they said that at the beginning and I forgot. I don't know. But I still would have liked to see like games that follow the theme.
Cool, I really love that. It felt to me a little bit like a kind of modern take or a massively updated.
And I don't know. I'm sorry to keep interrupting. This will be my last thing. If you're going to Like, to me, this is almost like, why can't Call of Duty be a green game, you know, or play green game? Because I literally just had something about tank warfare. I'm like, if you want to, like, get the status, get eyes, like, try and get people to get on this battle pass, like, Call of Duty, it fits if you're not trying to go for games that are explicitly about, surrounding, or talk about being green. Because tanks and warfare is not, that's environmental destruction. That's not building beyond the environment. So at that point, might as well just like go for Call of Duty. I'm sure Microsoft would love more like environmental points in that regard. They'd be like, sure, why not? So I don't know.
To take on Atari's Battlezone from 1980, 44 years ago, the year I was born. But yeah, to show, like, bringing to life that classic game concept, and it looked kind of, yeah, really vibrant and action-packed. That generated, like, a nostalgia in me and this excitement about such a sort of contemporary-looking game.
Oh, and you can get a Planet Play themed battle pass for that one. So that's the green activation.
Yeah, and a really deep.
So some of the games have green activations in them. If that is the case, I see kind of what we're doing. But I would, again, to provide criticism, because again, I'm not doing this just to be a hater or anything. Like, I want this to succeed and for people to be more, like, conscious. And you see, like, PlayStation, Xbox, I think Nintendo is also, like, leaned a little bit into some green things with, like, battery saving, power saving, all this kind of stuff. So I'd love for that to continue. My criticism would be, you know, kind of similar to, she got the artsy woman hat. I think that's supposed to be proof that they are green. You know, I almost bought one of those hats, like, in middle school or high school, whatever it was. And I was broke, so I didn't get it. But I'm kind of, I see that that's probably not my style anymore. But it's a cool hat. You creator, you should. Not that hat in particular. Not to hate on this lady's hat. I would go with a different hat. I looked at the wide brim hats, like, really, like, what's the dude's name from Curious George? The guy that wears the big hat. I forgot his name. That's crazy. I can't remember his name at all. Anyway, well, I was gonna say, Red Beanie for the, yo, I know so many, it's not even just black dudes. I know so many people that it's not even just a beanie. It's like you have to roll it, like, all the way up. So it's almost like a, what is it? Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting, like, everything. How's this? Hold on, let me look this up because I'm gonna, let's see. A yarmulke. It's not a yarmulke, but it's like they roll it up so much that you're like barely wearing hat anymore. It's kind of funny to me. But I was gonna say, as far as like having these games have like a green activation, I feel like it's similar to how I personally felt and how other people have felt about like the Call of Duty collaborations with like Snoop Dogg and Nicki Minaj and Seth Rogen, like those kind of people, where it's like, yeah, I guess, sure, whatever. It doesn't feel like it makes sense, but it's here, so cool, I guess. Versus a collaboration that makes sense, or at least that feels more accepting, or something that people are excited about. I would say like Joker and Smash, even though it's like a little bit of bias there. But it's like, you know, trying to bring all the game franchises together, and like Persona got really big, so that was fun. Freaking Star Wars and Fortnite kind of go together. They built this relationship, like they have different events. It's cool. They're known for the collaborations too, so it doesn't feel like out of nowhere to have a collaboration. Who else be doing collabs that feel like it makes sense? Mario and Sonic, even though it's kind of like on the opposite spectrum of like, should these two go together? But it's like you're bringing these two audiences together to go head to head, like Mario and Sonic go head to head, and it's like, oh, like I could see that being a big money making idea, like things like that. This doesn't feel native. I feel when you see that, you know, you're about to experience some art. Well, a lot of dudes were that New York did, so I'm gonna just say maybe it's like that in Wisconsin. In New York, that could just be a regular dude. That could just be a man that wants to look the part.
Interaction with the game, which is really cool. And next we're going to look at another game by Tiny Bytes, actually, Battle Cars. It brings intense PvP vehicular combat to mobile, which is a concept I like the sound of.
Like cars, is this even an EV car? Like, you know what I'm saying? I guess what throws me is what separates this showcase from others at this point. They do mention the Green Initiative, but they're showing games that any other showcase could have showed just as a part of the thing versus having the theme. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I feel like I've talked about it at length at this point.
Oh, that looked really, really fun, like a kind of Mad Max, Demolition Derby, Rocket League mashup.
I also just got a
Low-key,
little
I've been
bit of
thinking
a
about getting a
vibe
cowboy
of
hat.
the underrated, I'd love a sequel, but
also,
Carnival
like, I don't wear a
Cars,
lot of
the early
hats, so
PlayStation Network game.
if I bought it, would I wear it?
2007. But yeah, like you say, Rocket League, Mad Max,
Would I only
Destruction
wear it,
Derby,
like,
a bit
every
Mario Kart.
one time a year or
So many
something?
great things in one game. I mean, yeah, who couldn't fall for that one?
Maybe.
And next we've got Standoff 2 by Axel Bolt Studios, which is a free-to-play first-person action shooter.
Support endangered animals and purchase chameleon cases in-game today. Okay. So, I guess this is for games that want to support green initiatives, even if they're not green, which is fine. That's within their right, for sure. Oh, they're in the esports scene. I've not heard of chameleon cases.
Of course, some intense and really competitive stuff there. I think that, like, what that makes me think is any type of game can help contribute to the green effort, to green fundraising.
And the activation element is that chameleon pack that
Maybe
you
I should
can
have
buy
said that at
in
the
the game.
Right, so next we're going to look at Sweeve from Letty Arts. This one, distinct, so distinct. When I was kind of planning this, I didn't really quite know how to describe it. It doesn't seem to fit in a genre, but a distinct, hyper-casual, mobile ball weaving game informed by the kind of patterns you find across culture, across Africa. So yeah, really interesting idea. I'm definitely not describing well enough, so let's take a look at what it is.
The sun just shoot. Oh, well, I guess it did. What?
Yeah, it's really good to see the trailer. I actually downloaded it and played it. It was really, really fun and really different. So different to anything I played before, really.
Yeah, taking those kind of cultural artifacts, those patterns, and making something that you really have to kind of interact with and get familiar with. I love that power of games to use kind of
wish we saw more
interaction
gameplay.
to connect you with different things. So yeah, just another example of how powerful games can be.
So next we've got Zoocraft Animal Park Tycoon, and that's by Lab Cave Games, and it's a mobile zoo builder simulator.
Zoocraft. Well, there you go. That's good. Zoocraft. It's an A for me.
Cool, I've got to admit, I've always
Good
kind of
try.
secretly
Makes
fancied the idea of being a zookeeper, working in a zoo, like the conservation efforts there. But as I've spent the last 19 years being a writer in the games industry, I'm not really qualified. But fortunately, thanks to Zoocraft, Animal Park Tycoon, I can give that a go. Yeah, one I definitely want to throw some time into.
From today, you can buy their tree bundle, and 50% of the proceeds from that go to Planet Play's wildlife protection project.
Next, we're going to look at Orna by Northern Forge. Now, this is a mobile turn-based MMO RPG. It's got classic pixel art, as you'll see, and interestingly, GPS gameplay. So let's see what that's all about.
GPS gameplay. Loading. What happened to the GPS stuff at the beginning? Where did it go? Wasn't that a skeleton? Human pollution.
Cool, nice stuff. Getting me nostalgic again with that real kind of classic RPG look. And, you know, I guess pocketable monsters don't completely have to dominate the kind of location-based gaming space. Really interesting seeing kind of something
Dang.
else bringing fresh ideas to
Scared
that
to say
genre.
Pokemon.
You might have heard of this next one. It's Heyday, and it's from Supercell, so one of the
Oh,
biggest
yeah.
mobile gaming companies there is. And it's a mobile farming game, so let's have a look.
Now, let's check out the new events and decorations coming your way.
Heyday is joining this year's Green Game Jam.
To support this year's cause, we've prepared special Let It Be events in the first few days of the month, all focused on raising awareness and protecting bee habitats.
See,
Here's
now
how
this
you
makes
can help.
sense.
During the Global Health event, revive trees and bushes on other players' farms.
Every health action brings the community closer to the global goal, and once we reach it, Heyday will donate to bee-saving efforts around the world. You can also take part in the Cozy Task event, where you can earn the roundabout and the spring fence, and track your progress in the Let It Be decoration collection.
They should attach
The
a battery
farm
to the
has bring
roundabout
decorations
so
like the
people
movie
play on
stage
it.
and
It's
movie
charged.
Along with an animal hat, perks, and handy items.
Oh. Thank you.
As one of the most played mobile games there is, we probably don't need to share too much on what Heyday is. You saw it there, kind of brilliantly demonstrated. It's really amazing that we've got absolute giants like Supercell supporting the fun today. It just shows the power of a game becoming a global phenomenon like many of Supercell's games have become, and that popularity opens up an opportunity to help, again, with this critical effort to face off climate change.
Yeah, it just goes to show that you can, by playing the games that you love, you can still help the planet, and that's what we're all about.
Next, we're going to go over to Flick Solitaire by Flick Games, an amazing, really popular suite of mobile games that's actually coming to Steam this summer, so another one to wishlist. And remember, a wishlisting kind of, as well as helping the game, it really helps the cause, so worth doing.
Like your nature picture library game now. Collect decks by indie artist. Nice. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Cool drive. The Cult mobile game. How's this Stooges thing? I can imagine for PC. Bitch, they got cult content just for you. Flick Solitaire. Yeah, I'm open now. Wishlist on Steam.
Oh, that's one for my dad, that one. He's been playing the same solitaire game on the PC since the 90s. So it's amazing to see it looking so fresh and vibrant with all of those beautiful designs that they've got on there, all by independent artists.
Yeah, I love that, like taking such a familiar
Don't make me
game,
sound like I
like one
just
of the
love
most
cult.
played
Listen,
games of
I'm
all
not
time,
making it sound like
Solitaire, and
anything.
using
I
it as
just
like a
like
gallery,
speaking
it
to your
showcases
interest
different
and
artists.
what
Then
you
actually you can
vocalized.
unlock a pack of showcasing different beautiful art from different artists on the green theme in there. So yeah, they're doing some really interesting stuff.
And now we're on to our third and final category, which is games that have directly contributed to the Planet Play fundraiser.
Yeah, and what's really interesting about that is obviously not every game can be green by theme, like the first games we looked at, and some games, their makeup or the way they're distributed means they can't even really appropriately host a green activation. But any game company can make a donation to help this effort. So yeah, it just shows any game can be green. And the first of those, I guess, game companies that has made a donation to this is Amazon Games through their game King of Meat, which is a co-op party platformer. It sets up 4 players against each other in these devious puzzle-filled dungeons. So yeah, let's take a look at the trailer.
And unedited from the thumping heart
Oh,
of
I
the
remember
universe.
King of Meat.
King of Meat.
I don't remember when they announced it, but I remember seeing this before.
King of Meat. Who? Why not you?
I didn't realize it was Amazon. Interesting.
Tonight,
Co-op party platform.
pit their skills against the most deadly dungeons, devious death traps, and puzzling puzzles. We've got our joyfully unhinged friends at Construct locked inside a secret chamber, making devious dungeons for you to explore.
And now you can build for Construct in what we call Create Mode. Oh boy!
It's the universe's most twisted televised spectacle, King of Meat!
Sign up for the PC playtest.
Yeah, I mean, sure, like such a vibrant, again, detail-filled party game. Nice to see that amount of polish in a party game. Like Fall Guys, a little kind of reminded me of with so much else going on. But yeah, and not out yet. It's one you can wishlist on Steam. But yeah, keep an eye on that one. Great to be able to share a fresh trailer of a game yet to be released.
So next we've got Sociable Soccer 2025, which is from Tower Studios. And guess what? It's a very sociable football game.
Amazing. Yeah, if you didn't know, Sociable Soccer 2025 kind of
Apparently it was repairing the SSD, also intensely updating the system. Interesting. Sounds spooky. But seems like it worked out, right? Hopefully.
Comes from, obviously with his team, but the mind of John Hare, famous for being part of Sensible Software back in the day as an Amiga fanboy. It goes deep for me.
It's wicked to see that kind of that style of gaming still alive in 2025.
Yeah, and we're actually going to stay with John Hare himself for our next, I'm going to call it an item, because it's definitely not a game.
Meet John Hare, co-founder of Sensible Software. John created some of the most iconic titles of the 80s and 90s while composing unforgettable soundtracks. But now, John is taking on a new challenge. He's formed Sensible Band, a band that's ready to produce electrifying rock anthems and bring to life some iconic video game melodies. Get ready for their debut album, Positivity.
Interesting.
To see the music from that time brought back to us now in the current day is really nice.
All right.
So next up we've got Sunshine Days and Town Builder by
gotcha.
NetSpeak. And it's a laid-back, cosy farming town builder game, which sounds lovely. So
Well, I'm glad it worked out. I was never worried. I knew you would succeed. Oh man. When I left the Nintendo store, I went to look for a papaya hot dog place, since that's supposed to be like the New York hot dog establishment. There was not one near me at all. So I stopped at Homemade Burgers and Beers, I think is what it was called. It's near Bryant Park. It was good. They had a hot dog. It was cool. Papaya hot. No, it doesn't have papaya on it. The hot dog place is just called Papaya. There's a bunch of papaya places all over the city.
Strikingly vibrant.
I don't know why
game.
they're called
Something I
Papaya,
love
but
about
that's
that,
what they're called.
I guess big up NetSpeak, a relatively small team making a donation. It shows you don't have to
Yeah.
be a giant.
I said the
to
same
support
thing
this
at
kind of
first.
cause, despite being a relatively small team. People involved in the game
It's supposed to be
come from
famous.
25 different countries.
So
and I love the
try
idea of any
a
game
different
having
point in time.
that much variety of background and kind of cultural influence coming in. I said the word vibrant, and perhaps that's the secret. So yeah, really
I think
interesting
there's
to
one
see that. And
near
another donor,
Chinatown,
so it's time
maybe?
to give a shout out to Shark Mob for donating to the fundraiser today. And we're going to take a look at the trailer for Exoborn, a PC and
Exoborn.
console kind of futuristic open world extraction
We've seen
shooter.
this
Kind of
before, I
extraction
think.
as a
Sounds
mechanic is
familiar.
really booming at the moment, cropping up in all kinds of genres in really interesting ways. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what Shark Mob are up to with it.
Reborn. Let's finish the fight.
Because after we do this, everything is gonna change.
I don't know if I have seen this actually. That's pretty cool. Pretty interesting gameplay. Exoborn. Yeah, I feel like I've seen a logo
Cool, I mean,
or something.
big up Shark Mob for their donation, but big up
Is
Shark
this
Mob
still
for
the Green
producing
Showcase?
something
Yes.
so polished.
Yes, it
That looks
is.
amazing. Like I mentioned it before.
So they have different categories. The first one was green by design. And then the second category happened at some point. I don't remember seeing it. But green by design, I thought it was supposed to be that the games were about being green, which I guess maybe that's why I thought it was like after they moved past that category at some point, I was confused. And now we're in the category of games that aren't green by theme, but the developer or the publisher has donated money towards a green initiative or the Play Green people and their projects.
Thought like Extraction's really booming. It delivers so much, like the extraction mechanic of like having to get out, and often attraction points, kind of bringing everyone.
So I feel like the battle pass thing is good. If we're gonna go this route, the battle pass thing is cool because it gives people something that they can take away while also supporting green initiatives. But I feel like maybe it'll be worth it to talk to some of the other showcases and see, like, you know, can we sign up some of these games for the green initiative? Like, if somebody supports this game, they'll also be supporting the green initiative. Something like that.
Come together for really intense battles. Now, from a game
Instead
you've
of
no doubt seen before to perhaps one you won't have heard of, next we're going to look
Creating
at
some
Bahamut
confusion.
and the Whack Whack Tree, a 2D adventure game rooted in Arabian mythology. So yeah, fascinating already. Let's check the trailer.
Is that a merman? Is it a seal? I'm curious. Bahamut and the Whack Whack Tree. I think is how you say that. I'm not really sure. Oh, there's no way they have the balls to promote a show with a little AI car. See, okay, so a lot of people think it's AI as well. You need to I agree. Filter out the AI games. They did not deserve it. Filled with so many scams and scummy AI. Oh crap! I don't know about any certified scams, but Green Game Show is yeah. Presents itself as wanting to show off games that care about the environment, but it's just shilling mobile games. Whoever SGF/Game Awards team approved this should definitely not approve this in 2026. They made actual games look so bad. I don't know if I would agree with that. And their first game being fully AI, even the song. I don't know. Yeah, it seems like a lot of other people have the same criticisms. And I think they did give a spiel at the beginning, but clearly none of us got it. Yeah, none of us got it. Okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, so they do have some work to do if they want to try and have people watch next time. I'm willing to try something like a couple times, but there's only so much patience that a lot of people will give you. Honestly, most people wouldn't try something if they didn't like more than once, but yeah, I agree with a lot of the comments that this is not what we thought it would be.
Oh, I love
and maybe
the
it's
rich
partially on
visuals
us,
on
but
that. I really wanted
if
to
it's so many
dive
people that
in,
think
get
that,
the meaning.
Dive in, very nice. Just to say that one is coming soon to Steam, so another one to wishlist, and yeah, just keep an eye on it because it looks like a great game. Made by Starvania, so yeah, thank you Starvania for the donation, really helping. Thanks so much.
And another one coming soon to Steam is Azuma Escape from Ash Games, and this sounds very intriguing. It's a comedic stealth game where you have to try and escape people's hospitality. So let's have a look.
Escape people's hospitality. So it's like, yeah, she said it was like a stealth game earlier, I think. but you have to escape hospitality. That's interesting. Oh. I don't know if that
God,
was
I love that. Like, there's been some great comedy games over the decades, really. Like, you know, seeing Monkey Island's return not so long ago, like Jazz Punk. There's been so many great comedy games, but I always want more comedy games. And to see kind of inverting the pretty serious tone of stealth into something I guess we're already all familiar with is, you know, being a social thing you don't feel like being is. I absolutely love that. What a wicked idea. The next developer to shout out is Tilting Point. Once again, donating to this fundraiser, helping us hit that target. We're going to take a look at their game Avatar Realms Collide, an immersive 4X strategy game available already on mobile.
Oh, look at this. Tenzin. Builders say defeat your enemies.
Well, I'm really looking forward to actually having a go at that one.
They
having
chose
watched
that
quite a lot
genre.
of the Airbender series with our son, it looks really great.
Yeah, and I love that. I mean, Avatar with its different tribes and regions just has such a coupling that with 4X is such a great idea.
Are they together?
And of
She
course,
said
the team
our
have also made a donation to today's Planet Play fundraiser. So yeah, really great stuff to see.
So next we've got Ritual of Raven. So this is a story-based farming sim, but you don't have to do the farming yourself. So let's have a look at that one.
Yeah. Like, I really want to give them the benefit of the doubt. And maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that was AI in there. And I'm like, you know what? Even if it is AI, hopefully they got a human artist to draw the character portraits, and then maybe they just decided, you know, I want to animate this with AI. They got the artist's permission, and that's what they did. I'm like, maybe that's the best we can do. But yeah. That's what I was saying earlier when you came in, but you might have missed it. It started off not great. It did not start off great. I guess what really just makes this not look great is the fact that this is associated with Summer Game Fest.
As a witchy,
there shouldn't be
twist
any
using arcane magic to kind of help your farming. So really interesting
there
stuff.
There shouldn't be
and
any
such
AI stuff.
Beautifully illustrated game. You could really feel the kind of human hand in the way that looked.
Yeah, I just wanted to disappear into that world. It looked really inviting.
I emailed my landlord earlier. It looks like they got back to me. Let me. Okay, let me respond. Got some time-sensitive crap I gotta do. Thank you. Okay. trying to do this before people leave on the weekend because I gotta sign this thing before the weekend. I gotta start my new lease, whatever. Well, it's not even the way this works is whatever, but yeah, they had to sign it that
Yeah, and
document.
that brings us to the last game of today's Summer Games Fest Green Games Showcase. I think it's a world you'll have heard of. It's probably a world you'll have spent some time in. Yeah, shout out to the Walking Dead team because they've also donated to today's fundraiser, getting us nearer to that $150,000 target. That's going to make such a difference. So yeah, we're going to look at the Walking Dead. It's actually a 5-part game series, and of course it's set in the same universe as Robert Kirkman's award-winning comic book series. Let's take a look.
Rated M for mature.
Let's see.
I've driven a bunch of fellas down to this prison. You'll see
What
about
the
now
heck?
I get
The OG?
Every time. People up and go mad when they believe their
Watch
life is
out!
over. This other time.
Damn! I forgot how this game started. And then he goes into Clementine's house, like, I need help. Finds Clementine, and that's, you know.
What should we do now?
Goes from there. Aww. They should, like, this is kind of dusty a little bit, but not like in a ugly way, but just like it's old. They should definitely remake it.
Staying put for too long.
Over 80 Game of the Year. So, okay.
I know who you are. And I know you're a killer.
I'm so hungry, Lee. Everyone's starting to hate me because I'm the one that rations the food. There's not enough for everyone. Good luck.
Oh, I remember having those little, like, thing with the crackers and the cheese in it. The thing was nasty. It was not very good.
Won't be walkers you have to worry about.
But as a kid, it's like, I don't know, you'd eat some dirt and be happy about it.
Gonna have to cut you out.
Try the trap again. Anything, please.
Oh man, shout out to Lee. One of his greatest works of gaming art in our current generation. That was really good, man. It was really good. I should play it myself. That was back in the day when I was on that YouTube playthroughs and stuff.
I mean,
play it
such
myself.
a well-received, compelling game
They should
series
remaster it.
already.
They should come out with both Among Us,
The whole
too.
reason that version of the apocalypse is so compelling, or the looming apocalypse is so compelling, is that what would
Actually,
I do?
no,
How
I'm
on
not
earth
supporting
would I
anything
organise
until
all
Among
right,
Us
and
comes
that
out.
chance to dive into that world and experience.
Unless they
it.
say it's dead, then
just
I'll support
really
something
amazing
else,
stuff. In a kind of and I just love the visually distinct style of that one too. And it's our last thank you, but thank you to Skybound Games for donating to today's fundraising effort. Another amazing thing that's been happening in this really exciting green gaming space at the moment has been the Solarpunk Game Jam. The jam's being hosted by Trevor Noah's Day Zero Productions and the team over at Anima Interactive, and they're just doing some amazing
Trevor
stuff,
Noah,
making
the
really
comedian?
interesting green games. So let's have a look at what's been going on at the jam.
Did I mishear that? Maybe. Now they said Trevor Noah. That's what I thought I heard. That's what I thought I heard.
And there you go, we have it. The last of many brilliant, brilliant games making a difference to the future of our planet, and a positive difference, importantly.
Yeah, and I'm just really, really excited to go away, get to play some amazing games and impact our planet in a great way.
Sir Ian Livingstone.
If you're into games, you've probably heard of Ian. Back in the 70s, he was the co-founder of Games Workshop. He was the co-creator of those amazing fighting fantasy books. He was the driving force behind bringing games like Tomb Raider to the world, and also the driving force behind bringing Dungeons and Dragons to Europe. Like, I've worked in games for a long time and been lucky to know Ian a little, and he's just always been there.
Yeah.
Evangelising.
Think about this, Didge. It was the second game that they showed. It was the second game. I paused and I looked at it and I was like, no. Like, no, that's not what I think it is, right? It's see, if that was the only like blemish, then I would have been like, I would have maybe agreed with you more. But because there's so much that just doesn't align with what I think the message of like being green is, I feel like they're just like, hey, he wants to be part of the showcase, and weren't as many filters as perhaps there should have been, and they put the showcase together. I don't know if the criteria was that high. Green money here, oof.
Game's ability to educate, to inform, to make a positive
That'd be
difference to the world.
crazy.
I wanted to start by asking you, fundamentally, what is it about games that lend them that power to educate, that kind of make them such a great vehicle for educating?
Well, I firmly believe games are a contextual hub for learning. I really discovered that way back in the 70s, playing Dungeons and Dragons and seeing how creative that was as a game and how it brought people together. And people were improvising, and it's like theatre on the fly. So it's a very creative process. And then I used to write Fighting Fantasy game books. They were the very first branching narrative books with a game system attached to them, where children make choices at the end of each paragraph, set in a world of monsters and magic, turn left, turn right simplistically, or solving puzzles and rolling dice to fight the monsters. When it comes to video games, you can't get through a game without problem solving. It's impossible. So it's an interactive problem solving activity. You can fail in a safe environment. You're encouraged to try again. If you fail at first, you're not judged a failure like you are in an examination, which is one moment in time there where one person's judged against another. We all learn at different speeds, and in a game you can learn at your own pace and encouraged to try again until ultimately everyone can become a winner.
Yeah.
And games like Minecraft are effectively a creative tool, 3D digital Lego, effectively building these wonderful 3D architectural worlds. A child can learn contextually by applying the heat of a furnace to silica sand. They'll create glass, and they'll take that glass and put it in their environments, and they won't forget it because it's learning by doing, albeit it's a digital learning, it's still learning. And Roller Coaster Tycoon, effectively a management simulation. A child is learning the physics of building the rides, the staffing levels required to run those rides, and the pricing levels to make it a successful theme park. And if they get it wrong, they tweak the parameters and ultimately they become a winner. So every part of a game has some educational content, but the beauty of it is that people are having a great time.
Yeah.
And so why can't learning be fun? And that seems to kind of go against the traditional thought process inside the Department of Education, where they think gaming is trivial and learning has to be a turgid, horrible academic affair that bores kids to death. And I think just embrace games, because games are powerful in not just play, but in cultural, social, and economic impact on the world.
Yeah, what motivated you? I guess this is bringing us onto the green issue, but what motivated you to get involved in what Planet Play are doing?
Well, it's again.
I don't know if this was the right idea to put this interview at the end of the showcase.
A great planet where we can all enjoy.
I thought this was like a see you later
of our activities.
It seems this is.
And games.
I mean, it's only
reach
more minutes, but
that traditional media can't.
I wouldn't have put this here.
And games as well, you can gather data through activities and responses from people playing those games, and people who play games do seem to care a lot about everything. And I think it's just a great initiative that's been set to be able to use the power of play and the gaming audiences. And let's not forget there are 3 billion gamers in the world, and accessing parts of the world where, as I said, traditional media just cannot reach.
I guess sometimes people approaching games, maybe players or people watching this might think, do I want to watch a game with educational value? Does making a game with these kind of educational impacts mean an inherent sacrifice of its entertainment value, of its kind of quality as a in that regard?
Hopefully not, because the game's all about having fun.
Yeah.
And there's no reason why learning can't be fun, as I said earlier. Therefore,
Well, I don't know if I
think
agree
any
if games are all
maker
about
should
having
set
fun.
out specifically to make a
I feel
product
like games are kind of like roller coasters. Like they're made to entertain, excite, those kinds of things. But it doesn't have to be fun. But I do think you should derive some kind of enjoyment from playing a game. For example, I wouldn't say Souls games are necessarily fun for me, but I do get enjoyment when I win, or if I learn a piece of lore or something like that. So I don't think games have to be fun, but you should enjoy it.
that is purely educational at the expense of the entertainment context, because people just turn off and say, I'm not here to learn, I'm here to play. But in play, you are learning. When we enter this world as children, we learn through play. It's a natural process of learning.
To dig in a little deeper, kind of, you said game makers perhaps shouldn't think of making an educational game. Have you got any more advice to developers? I guess I'm thinking particularly you're making that entertainment product that's guided by your creative vision, but how you can install it with kind of educational value.
Well, I'll backtrack a little.
Okay.
I don't mean to say they shouldn't set out to make an educational game, but
fair
when
enough,
they do, should not sacrifice the entertainment value and the mechanics of enjoyment in any way, because that's what people play a game for.
If a developer's got some kind of narrative-driven game, how they can think about the educational legacy of that game?
Well, you can make people aware of events and issues through a game in context. If it's in context, then it's fine. If it's just thrown in, look at this because it's important, then you're talking to me and you're trying to direct me in a certain way. I want to have my own opinions.
Right,
but happily, if the game brings those problems that exist to my attention through the game, right, that's fine.
Well, Ian, thank you so much for taking time to talk to us today. Obviously, thank you so much for your work as ambassador of Planet Play. Thanks again, Ian.
Game on.
Cheers.
Thank you.
And with that, happily and sadly, we are done. What an amazing spread of really interesting, different, distinct games that are all really making a difference to the planet we live on. And that's what this is about. It's about that fundraising, trying to hit that $150,000. But it's about more than that. It's about protecting the future of this planet we all share, and doing that through playing games. So what can you do? Just a reminder, if any of today's games caught your eye, download them, play them. If they're not out yet, wish list them. If you go into any of those games and you find that there's green items you can buy in the games, do that. That will really help with the cause. Just tell your friends, spread the word, spread the message. The more people involved, the more we can do. And do get over to planetplay.com to find a load of other games that help the planet in so many amazing ways.
We're getting to the end there. We're getting there. Ooh, boy. Okay. That was the Planet Play Green Game Showcase. A lot of thoughts. Many, many, many thoughts. But I feel like to conclude, they have some things they need to work on for Showcase that they would like to do another Showcase next year. I do think that supporting green initiatives in general is important, especially for gaming, where it uses a lot of electronics and power and whatnot. Like whatever you can do to try and limit on that consumption is important. So yeah, I would encourage game developers, publishers, all the likes, whatever they can do to integrate something like that into their process, or maybe even to the game itself, where they can have gamers interact with that in some way. Would be good. So yeah. All right. On to the next get the most out of your Switch too. Already, it's only been a few days. Yep, here we go. In Australia, Welcome to Country is a celebration performance by a local First Nations person of significance, usually an elder, to acknowledge and give consent to events taking place on their traditional lands. The following was uniquely filmed for Frosty Games Fest 2025. Huh. Okay, it started very interesting. I guess Frosty Games Fest is in Australia?
Nagami Nagan, Anilola, Nagan Gulidaro, La Perouse, Nagan Nurnang Nalamanang, Bitico, Nagan Gamamaringai Darolanga. Welcome, I'm Anilola, and I'm a Darol elder from La Perouse, and I acknowledge that we are on the land of the Bitico, and I introduce myself in our Darol language. I'd like to pay my respects to elders past, present, and emerging, and extend that respect to anyone present. So our welcome to country is to ensure everyone feels welcome to the land and that they understand the traditional knowledge of the country that they're on. Our land is a Dharawal land, and we believe that our ancestors are always with us, as we are spiritual people, and we believe our ancestors are always with us. So may their spirit be with you. Keep you safe on your journeys, wherever they may take you now and into the future. As saltwater people, the ocean is part of our life and our well-being. Bujui Nandababi, thank you. Have a great day.
On behalf of the entire Frosty team, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the beautiful lands upon which we live and work, the Dharawal and Wurundjeri Woiwurrung people, and pay respects to elders past, present, and emerging. We also extend that respect to any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people tuning in.
Huh. So this is a showcase about Australian developers, or did it take place in Australia? I'm a little confused. Only because like they did the intro, it's like, you know, the Aboriginal woman is like blessing the events that were taking place. Just curious to know. Content warning: the following presentation contains elements that may not be suitable for some audiences, including violence, blood, body horror, and gore. Also contains some swearing because it was made in Australia and New Zealand after all. Oh, okay, so the showcase was made in Australia and New Zealand. Of course, of particular note, games have provided time codes. But that was nice. That was nice of them to do. Cool. So all the scary stuff happens at 18:08. Scary / maybe inappropriate. So I wonder why Frosty. Is it supposed to be like we call a skinny person fat person skinny kind of thing?
Kia ora everyone, I am thrilled to welcome you to Frosty Games Fest, a digital showcase of games made in Australia and Aotearoa, New Zealand. We are so excited to share our very first showcase with you today, containing announcements, reveals, and updates from more than 50 titles. And it wouldn't be possible without the incredible support of our mates at Screen Australia. As you watch the showcase today, you'll see 2 icons pop up, letting you know there's a demo you can play on Steam.
We love
and
a
to
demo
indicate
badge.
all the exciting Frosty Scoop premiere announcements and first looks we have for you today. Lastly, remember you can find a complete list of every game we've featured today over on frostygamesfest.com after the show. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Hi, I'm Matt.
And I'm Millie, and we are making a game called My Arms Are Longer Now.
It's a 2D comedy game about a very long arm that does heists, or more specifically, your very long arm that does heists.
For a while now, we have been teasing arm customization, so you can put your exact arm into the game.
And here at Frosty, we're excited to show off the first batch.
You can change your skin tone or how hairy your arm is. Maybe you've got freckles, or maybe you're injury prone, or maybe you just need a good bath. We don't know where you're sticking that thing.
And let's not forget the wealth of accessories you can put on to make your arm feel like $1 million, or like you just got out of hospital.
All of these options are available to the player from the start of the game, with even weirder ones you can unlock in later levels.
My Arms Are Longer Now is estimated to release sometime around 2026, so make sure to wishlist so that you're notified when the game does release.
And leave some comments in the chat for any arm customization ideas that you have.
Enjoy Frosty Fest and all the cool games that are getting shown off. Goodbye!
Hi Frosty fans, my name is Walkman or Matt and I'm obsessed with playing unique, fun indie games. And my goal is to try and break every game I touch, so devs, watch out. You can find me on TikTok every night, live streaming or making videos, as well as Twitch and YouTube, all under the name of Walkman. Now strap up for the reveal of a major update coming to a beloved physics-based sandbox game, where you'll build and pilot the most ingenuous and improbable vehicles to transport cargo around the surface of Mars.
Do they sell? Why they sell like Christmas?
Mars First Logistics is my game about building little rovers and delivering stuff.
Why do you have a Christmas tree up? Just
I started
because?
working on it in 2019. I never expected to still be working on it more than 5 years later, but I was lucky to get some funding. Thanks, Alice Sloth. That funding allowed me to hire some very talented help to turn it into something bigger and better than
I think I might have seen this one before.
It's been cooking in early access for 2 years.
Okay, I probably have
that it'll be coming out of the oven on the 26th of September, 2025.
Hey, September! What a good month.
There will be 2 more big updates. Update 5 comes out today with a whole bunch of new parts and quality of life improvements, as well as raw material mining.
I don't know, maybe he recorded it a while ago.
And then the final early access update in September will explore somewhere new. Thanks for playing our silly little game and coming on this journey with us.
Enjoy this new look at the island of Ovala. Meet its residents, see their homes, and open their mail. You won't have to wait too long for the postie to deliver this one, though. There's a new demo available to download right now on Steam.
A demo? Oh wait, I think I might have seen this. I remember the like produce with the butt cheeks. I remember that. Yep. We saw this one. This might have been like the Wholesome Games Direct. Okay, the demo. Why do they got butt cheeks like that? Why are they so pronounced? Like, can I borrow those cheeks there? Letters to Aralia. I was trying to say it like it was a Spanish word before, but it's seemingly not. Works for me. Don't have to struggle.
Kia ora gamers! My name is Lisa, coolest Talk England. I am a co-director working on Total Cycle. I'm just one of the team members. There's 7 of us. Let me tell you something. If you like birds, if you like flying, if you like the ocean, which you should, then you're in for a treat. Please enjoy. Thank you. Bye.
I don't like being myself. Oh. Whoa. Frosty Scoop. It's funny that I feel like the games we've seen so far are more related to nature than most of the games in the Green Showcase. Maybe they signed the contract before the Green Showcase people could get to them. I don't know. This one is chill. I like the vibe. Ooh. What's this? Junkland's Deadly Games. This one reminds me of like a old school kind of game. Looks kind of old school, the art direction. I like it. And you can see like the cardboard. Junklands. Oh, it was cool. Wish list on Steam.
Hi Frosty fans, I'm Kate. I'm a Twitch streamer, variety game player. If you like puzzles, weird tangents and rants and coffee, you're probably gonna like my stream. You can
Oh,
find
I
me
see
on
she's
Twitch
got Final
at
Fantasy 16 on
twitch.tv/Kate,
something.
which is Kate with 5 A's. I'm excited to introduce the next game, which is a world premiere for Frosty Games Fest. Follow the story of a skeleton who's been separated from his coffin and is missing his memory. Will you
Dang.
help him unlock clues about his past and find his way home?
That's spooky. What would you do if you got separated from your coffin and don't have any memories? Oh, he's still got, I don't know. I guess the skulls do be having teeth, but I don't know. Something about him looks strange. I like the art direction in this one too, though. Feels like a 2010s kind of cartoon, but maybe a little more spooky. But honestly, some of those cartoons were a little spooky. If we're being real. We Living Again, Life Part 2? Life Part 2.
Next up,
Oh,
we have an
your
exciting
response? I won't need
This
that
next
coffin
title
anymore.
is
I mean,
Match 3
that was a
Romance
skeleton
Dates
walking
and
around,
3D
so
monsters.
I don't know
Die,
how much
reborn,
normal life you'll be
fight,
living.
and maybe even just find true love along the way, with the 1.0 release going live today alongside Frosty Games Fest.
Maybe underground or something.
Arise, my champion, and safeguard Torkadal from the forces of light.
My muscles can always use a good workout.
Pull up a mind. Oh my god, why are you trying to traumatize your descendants?
Magic is tantalizing, isn't it?
I could heal
Listen,
you.
Didge.
Or
If something
I
were to
could
happen
make you weak in the knees.
and you somehow get lost from your coffin, please do not come find me. Please
You know
don't.
what time it is.
I don't know if I could take it.
Spit. Arm yourself. I will tear you apart.
Just post about it on Instagram or something. I'll be like, oh, what? Oh my god.
Hello everyone, my name is Alana Peters,
Oh, wow,
and I'm
look
so
at that.
excited to be here today to show you all Nullstar Solace. I did a little bit of writing on this game, and it was such a pleasure to be able to work with the team at Smash Attack Oz on this very fast-paced, precision-based action platformer. It is a whole lot of fun. You play as a corporate scavenger drone who is sent to rip through the dying corpse of a decaying world, though it is much prettier than that might sound. But I will let you see it for yourselves. Here is Nullstar Solace.
Indie Die. I've never heard of that one. Time trial at 5 months, 15 plus levels.
You'll be hooked on this cozy idle fishing game packed with stunning pixel vistas, furry companions, and legendary catches. We're bringing you an all-new look at one of 14 serene fishing spots set to appear in Cast and Chill.
Ooh, oh my god. Cat. Oh, it's got a dog in it. Game of the year. Game of the year. on Steam. Coming out June 16th, only 3 days. I'm Sophie. I need an apartment. Facts. Can you help me? I wish. Separate bedroom would be nice, wouldn't it? I would love to have a nice kitchen, I know. Oh, and space for my cool couch? Girl, you're asking for... Where do you live? First off, where do you live? Wait, to get out the demo, the fishing game? Oh, nice. Oh, she building an apartment? Wait, she got money. She got money. Canvas Street. Road.
Hi, I'm Laura. I'm the creative director of Canvas Street. We're still very early in development, so the gameplay and visuals you just saw are going to change between now and release, and we also use just a few effects in post.
Oh yeah, this would have to be made in
thrilled
Australia
to
and New
present this
Zealand.
gameplay trailer premiere to formally announce
Why
this
y'all
next
got
game.
studios
A
in
short
Australia and New
30-minute
Zealand?
experience that explores the contrast between the drudgery
don't
and
lower
noise of
yourself to
office
that.
life and the surprising happiness
Give
and
everybody a
peace
bedroom.
gained through remote working during lockdown.
Studios are kind of scams, if you ask me. Siobhan Willoughby, huh? Siobhan was the name of my first roommate. She was okay. She was okay. She was more interested in our sweet mates than she was interested in me. So, yep. Well, I can't even say all of them. If you know, you know. But she was alright. I hung out with Naya. Shout out to Naya. I hope Naya's doing well.
Hello, you frosty freaks. My name is Ruby Innes, and I'm one of the co-hosts of Back Pocket, an Australian video game variety show on Twitch. We're stoked to be involved in announcing one of the games that's part of this showcase because we freaking love Aussie-made games, especially when they're incredibly strange or made out of spite for big corpo dogs. Woof. Now, at this point in the show, I've been asked to stress that the games you're seeing today are in no way affiliated with, endorsed by, or representative of actual Australian public figures or brands. Anyway, completely unrelated, here's a world premiere reveal of a game about a sentient shopping trolley looking to overthrow an out-of-control supermarket duopoly. Think Schmoll's or Schmollworths, which are two supermarkets I just made up.
Let's talk about it. Also, dang, Australia's going through this crap too. See, this is what sucks about freaking North American news. We're so focused on ourselves. Granted, we have so much going on. We don't get to hear about what's going on with other people. Or other countries, I should say. It's like a little puzzle game. This is cool. Smash the duopoly. Making a first person? That's great. For all cart time. Way cart. What is this? Anti-Citizen Red. Ooh. It looks like it could be the next big indie horror. Speaking of big indie games, though.
Hey, Dad,
Is
what's
that
the
a
meat in this kebab made with?
Oh, I love kebab. I need to get some
It's made with
kebab.
love, brother. It's made with love.
Kia ora, folks. I am No Hands
I gonna
in
say?
Zen, and as the label on the tin says, I'm from New Zealand and I play video games with no hands. Which is why accessibility is incredibly important to me, and I'm super proud to introduce this next trailer from a
I don't want to cut them off. I was gonna say, Oh yeah. I know horror is like a very popular genre, I guess in general, both like movies and games, but it seems like the stuff to go viral is more so on the horror side for indies than anything else, which is a little unfortunate for me as someone. I appreciate horror, but that's not my main shtick.
Team who have been incredibly transparent about their approach to accessibility throughout the development of their pacifist bullet hell game. So get ready to use your wits, your wiles, and grappling thread in a brand new demo live on Steam now.
Hey. Is that a cough? Ugh. Ugh. Gross. Oh, they got a demo too. Low-key, this makes me think of Drop It Like It's Hot. I also just watched Piece by Piece, so that's probably why Drop It Like It's Hot is at the top of my mind. That was kind of good though. The cough was a little gross, but it did kind of, you know, it fit. Ditch, have you seen Random Thought? Have you seen the Piece by Piece Lego documentary thing? Or, what are they called? Autobiography doc. I guess it's not a documentary. Autobiography? Yeah. I think you would like it. It talks about Pharrell's history as a musician, an artist, producer, all that kind of stuff. It doesn't talk about most of the dirt that he's done. I would say a little, it does slightly touch on a little dirt, but not everything that I've heard, which is not a lot, which is how I know it's not great, but it's interesting. I don't like the way that the film is laid out, or I guess presented, but the information that you get from it is cool. And it made me realize, like, dang, Pharrell's like, he was going crazy. He was going crazy. Had a lot of hits. 10 p.m. Club. Reprieve. I like the aesthetic. This is kind of what I wanted my channel to look like, but then I was like, do I want to? I don't know. My results weren't very good with mimicking the low resolution. Be part of the Afterlife's future. Become a Reaper today.
Hey there, Sharky here, also known as Lonely Shark, and I'm defining cozy horror every week thanks to the abundance of indie horror games. Step into my office. Yes, the janky horror machine is my office. Now, this next game is an atmospheric paranormal mystery that challenges you to question everything you see, even in the dusty pages of a family album. Twist the past through images, uncover a cursed mystery, and try not to get goosebumps by this brand new trailer.
Oh, have to watch. Yeah, it's on Netflix. Corporeal. I feel like you would like it as someone who really appreciates music and whatnot, and used to produce.
Many of the games we're showcasing today are featured on Steam as part of our Frosty Games event. One of the best ways to show your support is to head over and give your favourite games a wish list. Next up, a very quick look at a handful of titles that have been recently released.
Oh, Dredge. On mobile. I like how they have the made in so you know where. Because maybe you got a developer near you in your town.
You should be cautious.
Subverge.
Your ship is filling with water.
Oh.
You should take our advice. Descend to our hideout.
Yes, pitting us against each other. And we should return you to the surface.
Horrifying. Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days. Pickpock. Very original name. Huh. Unaccessible.
Get out there.
This is interesting. Out now. Let's do Power Sync. Our games. I think I'm gonna take a nap after this. I don't know why. Actually, I don't know if I should. My sleep schedule's been messed up, guys. It's been I feel tired during the day for no reason at all. Local multiplayer. Oh wait, what happened? How did they lose? Which way up?
Hi, Frosty Games Fest. My name is Littles, and I love creating a variety of content across the internet, from rather cursed TikToks to gaming related on both YouTube and Twitch. Next up is the world premiere of a strategy simulation game set in a dark dystopian world. Step into the shoes of a single mother and puppeteer of an apothecary, and try to make ends meet in this once esteemed profession. Here's the first look and a special early access announcement.
1,000 years of alchemy run in your veins, apothecary. Hallowed geometry and the book's knowledge used to be enough. But this full future demands you. Adapt.
Apothecary of City X. Those symbols kind of look like Japanese or Chinese characters. A little bit.
It used to be a great honor to be an apothecary.
Bro, voice ashy. Well,
will you make it as the last apothecary of City X?
What can you do about an ashy voice?
He makes decisions best he can. Sometimes he needs a helping hand, or two or three. This is our plan to build him strong. Extend
wow,
lifespan.
this did
He
not
is
go
our
where I thought
host.
so.
We live inside. A virus spreading, helping
Dang,
guide,
why are we
placing
killing one of
shapes
the
to
food?
spread infection. Strategize with your direction. Collect cells to grow mutations. Test our vessel's limitations. When our host is under threat, a virus does what it does best. Survival is our prime objective. Send the brain a new directive. Each turn deals a board of actions. Place your block shapes, cause reactions. Underneath, we're still the same. We feel the pain of others' shame. And sometimes we must learn to be the monster that's inside.
We gotta get
of
that
me.
gallon water thing. I'm not familiar with that. Demo on Steam. And they got some playtesting going. Slumbering Woods. So we're planting things. Ew, not mushrooms though. I don't like seeing wild mushrooms, kind of creeps me out. I think I've said this before. Slumbering Woods. This is progress. You're destroying progress. Isopod, a web spin-off. Made in Queensland. August. What in freaking Australia. Oh, is that a little boss battle? Little crappy boy? Isopod. August 21st, 2025. Jelly beans? Soggy beans. Turned to rat mode. Got hungry. So everybody has their own beans that they like to eat, I guess. Where did my crock go? Oh.
You're watching Frosty Games Fest. My name is Triana. I'm a broadcaster,
Oh, is that
host,
the
interviewer,
opera
and I
house?
talk about gaming and esports culture on the internet. You can find me on Instagram at TrianaOC. Now, I'm here in Melbourne, Australia's sporting capital, to bring you this next game for fans of love, betrayal, and community sports. This is a new look at a turn-based sports RPG set at an underdog rugby club in Aotearoa, New Zealand.
Can play rugby.
underscore professional yapper and host of Good Game Spawn Point. I'm also professional pixel kisser, GFD, at GFD across the internet. I'm everywhere and nowhere, but I'm super proud to be here right now. Coming up next, it's a story-rich, character-driven RPG starring 2 space cuties, a combination of turn-based and bullet hell combat, mold enemies, eldritch horrors, and food puns. Yes, there's a game with all that and more, and a new demo is dropping right now alongside Frosty Games Fest. Take a look.
Homeschool food themed galaxy. Oh, I see. I'm like, what? I didn't know what's going on with their hair. Now I see. They got a demo. Food. Oh.
Okay, Shelby.
Food up, you know?
I'm leaving for a little while. Be a good boy.
Oh, give me your. Oh. Hold on. What's this doggy doing? Oh, no. What you doing? Doggy don't care. So you just break the rules. Every rule possible. Dang. Oh, I got little outfits. Doggy don't care. Wish this on Steam. Oh, it's cute. I wish it was a dog doing good things, but it's still dog representation, so we'll take it. Doggy don't care is a good name too. Microvania. Coming to the Nintendo Switch. Late 2025. This art stuff kind of makes me think of Rick and Morty a little. Oh, here's the characters. The enemies look very different. Is that Neil Patrick Harris? What is happening? Oh my gosh.
Hi Frosty Games Fest, my name is Trash. I'm a variety streamer from Sydney, Australia, and I love to play all games under the sun, especially horror, simulation, and FPS games. Any game that'll keep my heart running, I am always down for it. You can find my gameplay on twitch.tv/trash. I'm mainly live on Twitch, but you can also find me on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram with the same username @tinyandtrash, and I hope to see you there. The next game finds you in VR exploring eerie liminal spaces and unraveling a haunting mystery where your camera sees what the eyes cannot. If you're brave enough, there is a demo releasing right now on Steam alongside the Frosty Games Fest.
Yardo. Ghost Cam. Got a PC demo available today. February 3rd, 18XX. will bite raw coffee beans. Oh, this one looks cool. Holy and virtuous heretic. Is it our? Oh, let me see. They said it at the beginning. Your holy. I see.
As smoke is driven away, so are they driven. As wax melts before the fire.
Wait a minute. What's this?
So shall the wicked perish.
Hops. So let's do.
Fans of fast-paced arcade puzzles and sci-fi storylines, listen up. In our next game, you'll be rebuilding a run-down spaceship junkyard. You'll want to block out time in October for the early access release, and to top it off, there's a new Steam demo going live today.
Time to kick it into gear. Let's do this.
Oh, animatic. Oh, this is looking like Candy Crush, maybe? Oh, they got a demo too?
This is just a warm-up for me. Bring it on! Jay reporting in. Ready for the podcast.
Come on, buddy. Time to get to work.
Jupiter Junkworks! Check us out on Steam and wishlist today.
Stringer's cat, burglar, abandoned sheep. Two places at once. Alright,
Hi there, Frosty Games Fest. My name's Rudism. I'm a game developer by day, a Twitch ambassador by night, and I design, build, and use really weird, custom, one-of-a-kind controllers. It's great fun. And I've got a game here for you. It's from the studio that brought you Moving Out. This game pares all of its controls down to a single button. Experience pure video game zen while you flow through hundreds of handmade levels. Now, this game's coming to Steam really soon, but for now, There is a demo that has just dropped and is ready for you to play. But here's the trailer in the meantime. Check it out.
Makes me think of Chibi Robo, I think it is. Discover their stories.
Make sure you check out the variety of other excellent Summer Game Fest showcases happening this weekend. Who knows where you'll discover your next favourite game? Head to summergamefest.com for all the links. Now, here comes a quick selection of upcoming titles with recently released demos that we think you'll love.
Shapes under the love. We got a demo.
We're at the tail end of the show now, but there's still a surprise or two up our sleeves, so don't go anywhere just yet. Special thanks to Mina Shamali for creating the wonderful soundtrack you've heard throughout the showcase today. The show would not have sounded anywhere near as cool without your work. You can find Mina's Frosty soundtrack up on YouTube and Bandcamp. With Frosty Games Fest, our mission is to celebrate everything that makes the ANZ games industry so magical. We want to give a voice to the developers who are working at the edge of the world in a weird time zone, the opposite season to most of the world, and connect players across the globe with the fantastic games that they're making. We will never charge developers to be part of this event, and nor would we ever charge you to watch it. And that's why we're so enormously thankful to Screen Australia for believing in and funding Frosty Games Fest this year. Thanks again, mates. Lastly, a big thank you to Jeff Keighley and Summer Game Fest for featuring us as part of their official lineup, helping put more ANZ-made games in the global spotlight. And thanks to you for tuning in today. If you love the showcase, then please sign up for the mailing list at frostygamesfest.com, where you can also find that handy list of every single game that we've featured today. A follow or a wish list means so much to your favourite developers, so please make time to check them out. But before you go, we've got just one last thing.
Let's see.
Hello, this is Mickey, the Ghoulish Director. The clip you're about to witness comes from an alternate world where a calamitous event is taking place. There, a city not unlike your own is undergoing a metamorphosis, both physical and spiritual. The project is currently in a pre-alpha stage, and we are sharing it with you now for the first time. Thank you for watching. This call may be bugged.
Hmm. 2006. Got exclusions. City changes people. What are you hiding from? Confront the truth. Paris sensor. This is a ghoulish game. Okay. Paris sensor. I feel like I might have. Interesting. Yep. That's gonna do it for these ones today. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I do need to take a nap before I go to the gym. I'm faded. I'm fading a little bit. And this is only the first freaking stream of the day. City Pop soundtrack. Sure, what's this? Oh wow, that changed this a lot. Interesting. Alright, well that is gonna do it for the Green Game Showcase and Frosty Games Showcase. Frosty Games was cool, pretty standard to what we've been seeing so far. Green Games, they could use a little bit of work here. But tomorrow we're gonna end off with the Black Voices in Gaming Showcase. Something that I've enjoyed watching the past 3-4 years, something like that. So it'll be cool to end off with that. And then later tonight, we're gonna be playing. Let's see. Play these 3 demos, maybe more. We'll see. And then the next day we'll play these 3, these 4, which would be tomorrow, and then we'll be done with Next Fest. It's been a very, I think, productive Next Fest as far as getting some exposure to some new games, new developers, new experiences demo-wise, which has been cool. And I want to talk about like my favorite demos at a later point, probably like sometime next week, maybe Thursday, Friday, something like that. Just so we can get some more eyes on those games and hopefully help out the developers kind of get some traction there. But yeah, later tonight we'll be hitting up these games. So until then, hopefully you guys have a nice evening or night. Let's enjoy it. I'll see ya in the next one.